Okay. Hey.
Hey, what's up? What's up? We're back.
We're back. We're back for some more. Welcome to the Adri and Rob show. I'm Adri.
And I'm Rob. Together we do bring conversations, everything from headlines to heart.
And we'll dive into current events, share our own stories, and shine a light on unexpected life experiences.
And no scripts, no filters, just two friends talking it out. And you know what? Sometimes figuring it out along the way too.
This is the Adri and Rob show. Let's get into
it.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to start off with saying cheers to
cheers.
Adri's tea.
Thank you. No, my love for making drinks started with making tea.
Nice.
Like, I love tea.
Okay. So that's how you started the
Getting
idea.
into it?
Yeah.
Kind of. I started really getting into it because when I was younger, my mom worked at a tea house.
Oh, nice. Okay.
She worked at the Huntington Library, at the tea house, or the tea
okay.
room inside the Huntington Library.
Nice.
So if you've ever been and gotten a reservation at the tea room, it's like high tea. So I grew up having very formal high tea.
Okay, so you're very knowledgeable of the tea.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a tea connoisseur.
Right.
So I was drinking like super fancy tea when I was little.
Hey, who would know that they're super fancy tea?
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was thinking like we're having tea time.
I'm like the black tea, green tea, just the basic teas.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll never forget there was this tea. It was called Gold Rush. It was like strawberries.
What?
And like berry tea mixed with black tea. So it was like a full, like fruity, sweet.
That sounds pretty interesting.
It was
though.
really good.
Yeah, it's bold, exactly what it sounds like, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
Tasty.
That's crazy. Okay. So, today I think we have a few topics that we kind of want to go over.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now, right?
There's a lot going on right now, especially social media, celebrities, all that fun stuff, all that crazy stuff. I think we kind of want to tap in with, I guess, the big one right now, Cardi B.
Cardi.
Her trial. How many of you are keeping up with her trial?
Yeah, did you guys watch the trial?
The verdict's out. What is it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She was found not guilty.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, she won her
trial. I love that, not just because I'm a big Cardi B fan, but
I love how the opposing lawyer just went up and made a fool out of himself.
No, thank you. Exactly. And he was, to me, it's crazy. I mean, of course, he's a big part of it, obviously being the attorney, but I felt like I did see something where it's like he tried so hard to not have the receptionist go up on stand, but why? Why are you, if you're so good at what you do and you can prove what you're trying to prove, why does it matter who goes up and who doesn't? You know that
it's because he didn't depose her.
Do your job like you said.
Exactly. Do your job.
You know?
Be ready to go.
Right.
And like there's been a lot of super big cases this year, so I've gotten really into law and like just like understanding like the legal system, and they're only allowed to ask questions based on the already
like the
asked
facts,
questions.
Right?
No, so they get to depose their clients, and then they get to like give you like a set of questions. You know what you're going to be asked. And you're going to be asked the same thing that you already said on record. They're going to ask you, and if your answer is different than what you already said, they're going to call you a liar to your face. So that's what they were trying to do by asking her over and over the same question. Yeah, like, is this your hair? Is this your nail? Like, he's trying to get her out of character.
Right.
And she's like, you're so silly. Like, these are wigs. Are you dumb? Like,
you know
are
what,
you okay?
Though? She made it very comical.
She did.
Just being her, though. You know what I mean?
She's so charismatic.
Right. And that's what I love about her. And I think that kind of upsets a lot of people.
More because
you know what I mean?
She's supposed to feel under pressure, but like she's sitting there, she did the work, confident, with a good legal team, not asking those dumbass questions. Talking about
going off like track.
Talking about
you know what I mean?
what color were your nails? Well, I guess the nails are relevant, but I don't know. I have these nails.
Yes and no, because I feel like people are. I felt like that was a big thing in it, which is understandable because the whole scratch thing. But everybody knows that entertainment purposes, Cardi B's nails are always long. Everybody knows that. It's not a secret. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's gonna show up to court and have short nails. Who wouldn't?
No, that day though of the altercation, her nails were not long.
Because they weren't done or anything, right?
No, they were done, but they were not long. They were not her typical extra long nails because pictures came out, and it was All-Star Week here in LA. So she was in LA, and that's why she went to Beverly Hills. Because she doesn't live here.
Right.
She only went to the doctor this one quick time because she was feeling weird.
Right, okay. She wanted a little checkup?
So she wanted to get a checkup.
Okay,
so I'm sure one of her friends that has kids was like, hey, I have a doctor.
Right.
Like, you could go here.
Check
or somebody in her team was like, we can get you to see this doctor in Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's what I'm assuming happened.
Right.
They didn't talk about that because it's irrelevant to the case. But, like, I know how the industry is. Like, literally, they just call, like, do you have a doctor in the city?
Well, and then, too, why did the lady who's suing Cardi, why did she...
The security guard?
Yes. Why did she bring her mom and her grandma?
I didn't see the grandma's testimony till today. Who are not there.
I mean, Cardi could have brought her mom and dad, but why?
And her grandma.
But why? Because they weren't there. You know what I mean? They're gonna go based off of what Cardi told them, and vice versa.
You know, they try to press her like, well, why didn't you want your bodyguard to say something, like to testify? And she's like, he wasn't there.
What?
My bodyguard was in my car waiting for me.
Oh, okay, I did hear that. Yeah.
My security wasn't with me, because if my security was with me, that would have never happened.
Right. I wonder why security wasn't with her though.
Because she's going to her medical appointment. She's not gonna bring a man to like her pussy doctor
into the building, not into like the room. You know. I thought he would
personally, I would have
protection
had, but maybe they. So you're not allowed to bring firearms inside of medical buildings, schools or churches. Even if you have a carry concealed weapon, you're supposed to like honor that. Right. I could assume that maybe that's why he didn't go up. But Cardi did mention that she didn't want that her security is somebody who works with her. You know, so she wouldn't want some her male coworker to go with her to the pussy doctor. That's literally what she said verbatim in court. She's like, I'm gonna go get my girl down there checked, and I don't want like my dude employee to come with me.
True, that makes sense.
That makes sense. I don't need that, and I shouldn't need that because I'm in Beverly Hills, and they have security in the building.
Right. Which was the problem.
Yeah. You know? I think the accountability is so crazy. I think all the people around her did that girl Imani a disservice by hyping her up into thinking that she had a case, because not only did she not have a case, but now she was fully embarrassed, and she's known as security big enough to be able to secure the building.
She's a security big.
She's known as security big.
Right.
How do you come back from that? Make merch? I don't know.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. Trademark it, girl, because you own that shit and run with
now.
You know? Yeah.
That's crazy. That is wild. But to all those lawyer fees, as far as waste of time because you think you had something on
Doctors did her work on liens, which means like if she wins a settlement, they would be the first ones to get paid.
Okay. That's crazy.
She didn't.
I just feel like
settlement, so these people are not gonna get paid.
And you know, like anybody else, I feel like she has an ulterior motive. You know what I mean? Like, even let's say she did scratch her. You don't need $24 million. We've all had scratches. Nobody needs $24 million for a scratch.
Look, that bitch was a hood bitch, okay?
Right.
And you're not gonna tell me otherwise. Right. That security guard is a hood bitch, and you are not gonna tell me that she was scared, because she was the one that was in Cardi B's face. Right. You're not gonna tell me that. So like, for one thing, like if you ever step to me and then you want to sue me because I hurt you,
right,
bitch, not only am I gonna hurt you, but I'm gonna win the case, and I'm gonna hurt your feelings, because what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's just weird.
What is wrong? Are you okay, Imani?
Right.
Clearly not.
Right.
You need a new psychologist, girl.
But being a fan of her, why would you even get to that point? Like, even if Cardi was bothered that she was being recorded, she has a right to be bothered. Now, whether or not she came at you crazy or not, she might have.
No, we all know Cardi, look, in a medical building, any employee that works at a medical building has to comply by HIPAA. You cannot record anybody walking into those buildings. Look, I worked with a lot of celebrities.
Right.
I've sat down at Dave Chappelle's table. I'm not gonna pull my phone out and be like Dave Chappelle and FaceTime my mom and be like Dave Chappelle, because you don't do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't understand the purpose of that.
If you want, like,
I understand maybe she got excited. She had never seen a celebrity.
It doesn't matter if you work in Beverly Hills. Don't work in Beverly Hills.
But if someone tells you stop recording,
go work at Kaiser.
If someone says stop recording you, stop recording her.
Don't be recording don't be recording anybody. Right. At a medical building. I understand that you have the First Amendment right to record in public anybody, but the medical building is not a public place. So yeah, if she was on the sidewalk, I don't care. If I'm recording you and you tell me don't record me, and I'm on the sidewalk, tough luck, bitch.
Exactly,
but if we're at the doctor and I run into you, my op at the doctor, somebody that I love, I'm not taking your picture at the doctor. I'm not, because I don't abide by HIPAA either, so I don't have to abide by that. I don't work there, actually. True, now that I'm thinking with my lawyer brain, I don't work there. I can take a picture of whoever the fuck I want. But if I'm a medical professional, like I'm going to go to medical school, possibly, I don't know, I'm not sure, either medical or law school. That's for another talk. But if I become a medical professional, I'm gonna abide by the HIPAA laws. I can't be telling people's tea. I can't, like, what if I have celebrity clients? I'm not gonna take their picture.
Right. To me, it was just unnecessary. You know what I mean? She went through all this shit.
That's actually
and then
illegal.
8 years later.
Aside from that, it's illegal. It's illegal to do that. You don't do that.
And it's just privacy all around. Have respect for someone's privacy, dude. She's going to get checked at an OBGYN. Like, come on.
At any doctor. She could have been going to a dentist. Like, mind your own fucking business at a medical center.
Right. And it's okay to, like, be inspired by somebody that you like. Nobody says that. But to overreact and to cause that is just completely unnecessary. It didn't need to go. It didn't need to go there. She was looking for something. She didn't get it. Oh, well.
Next.
But to have her family on there made me laugh a little bit, because
the grandma didn't even
why would your mom or grandma go against you, though? So, I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. And then for them to not be there, what good are they to the trial? That's weird. That's weird. Why would any lawyer or judge or anybody even have to care what they say if they weren't there?
That's why the judge was like, okay.
It was all word of mouth. They were going off of what she told them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? That's crazy. But because, like you said, her legal team, Cardi, she got it on point. They went in.
And also Cardi herself, like, she told her truth.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other girl was fabricating a lie.
Right. She created this whole narrative.
It was like
wrong
on wrong. Like, she made up a story in her head and then told it to somebody and they were like, sue her.
Right.
And then, like, I don't, like, do you guys have peanuts for brains? Like, I don't know.
And then I heard that she, like, even in her injury report or the incident report.
Yeah.
Like, she put certain things that I guess she wasn't saying.
She didn't put that she was fired.
Right. Okay, different. Yeah, I know it's something
for
like
misconduct from her job.
Right.
Which is what it was. It was misconduct at a medical facility, which is why she got fired.
So I wonder, do you think?
And in reality, Cardi could sue her, but the lawyer was like, "Did you sue her?" And Cardi was like, "No." And you could just tell because Cardi was probably like, "I don't give a fuck about this bitch."
Right. Sue her for what?
The security guard bitch don't have shit for me anyways.
Right. What is she gonna take?
Like, what's she gonna do? She can't do nothing. She just needs to. I just want her to leave me the fuck alone.
She don't want her security uniform.
And I'm not settling. Like, you're not getting $1 out of me. Not one.
Right. Exactly.
And that's on this matcha right here.
Matcha life right here. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, maybe talk a little bit about law, since we're in the little law topic there. How about Kim?
Kimbercita. I heard
Kimberly.
I heard Kimberly LaQuant. Just kidding. I heard Kimberly Kardashian just took her bar exam.
That's crazy. Good for her. Good for her. Yeah, exactly. Because you know what? People have so much negative, like, views, just in general, or opinions. And it's like, why, dude? Let her be.
Like, I understand people think she's a hoe, but, like...
Even if she is, what's wrong? Like,
y'all
let her
a
be a hoe, dude.
Y'all a hoe, too.
Right. You're just not a known hoe.
Who's not a hoe? Who's not a hoe here?
You're just not a known hoe.
Raise your hand if you are not a hoe or didn't go through a hoe phase, because I don't believe you, ma'am.
Right.
And we're mad at Kimberly for doing it for money?
Exactly.
No, ma'am.
Exactly. So, you know what? I really do hope she does pass that bar test. I hope she proves people wrong. Because there's no reason why she can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Girl
Literally.
power.
Exactly.
Girl
Women empowerment, 100%.
Women empowerment. I think that Kimberly
100%.
is a badass businesswoman. And
look at all those people that she's helped get out of jail.
She's a good role model.
That's crazy.
I think. For women.
For women.
Not for young girls. For women.
Right.
For older, grown-ass women, she's a good role model for them. For little girls, she's not a good role model for them.
Not so much. Not when they all want to kind of be her, look like her.
Even her little girl herself.
Her Northie, come on.
Did you see that picture of North?
Yeah, I feel like I can't call her Northie no more because Northie is like cute and
she's
and
Northiana. She's Northiana. Pop out Northiana. I mean Northiana.
She says she's Northiana now. Yeah,
she's
dude.
Northiance.
I'm sorry. That picture that's roaming around recently with her and Kim, I don't quite agree with that. I'm all for
it's too much.
It's excessive, and to me personally, I'm sorry, it's a little disturbing. I mean, she's 12 years old.
There's other fashions.
She's 12 years old.
There's
exactly.
other age appropriate fashions.
I'm all for
her.
expressing your fashion, loving fashion, and expressing it in crazy weird ways. I'm all for that.
I shouldn't think your 12-year-old looks hot and voluptuous with big fat titties. I shouldn't.
She looked
think
like
that.
she was 20. Well, that shit
and
was
as
crazy.
a woman, I'm a 35-year-old woman. If I want to walk around with my titties out. That's on me.
Right.
However, I know the consequences for that.
Right.
This 12-year-old child is doing it and she doesn't know the consequences of it.
Right. And then of course not thinking there's anything wrong with it because it's approved by her mom.
Yeah, because her mom probably just thinks it's cute.
Right. And it's not cute, I'm sorry.
And it is cute for playtime inside the house.
Like if you want to play dress up with your mom.
Teach your kids there's a play pretend time that we play pretend time at home and it's fine, but teach them the real I'm saying this for the everyday child at home. I understand Northwest is a product of two rock stars. Right. I don't expect her to not be a rock star.
Right.
I understand her being in her lane. And even though what she's doing is age appropriate, it's not out of the norm. I understand that is not out of the norm. However, I'm talking about for us. For us at home. Your kids should not be on social media. Your kids have no business on social. I said this last show, and I'm going to say this show. Kids, it's so bad for their brain. Kids cannot tell the difference between reality and online social media.
Well,
they're not capable of it. Psychologically, they're not capable of it. And a lot of people don't know this because they've never studied it or looked at the research. I've studied it and looked at the research. I've written multiple papers on it, including a 10-page paper that I wrote last semester that I got an A on. Nice. Social media is literally poison for your little kid's brain.
And to me, that's understandable.
I go around some kids that are sheltered, some kids that are 11, 12, 13, and they're 11, 12, 13-year-olds. They're not chronically on the internet. They play sports, they go to school, they wear their hair the way the mom tells them to as like a child. They don't paint their nails with gel, like they just get regular polish, like they're not going to Sephora doing Sephora hauls. And then I see other kids those same ages and they're getting acrylic nails, they're dressing very provocative in crop tops and little booty shorts from Brandy and Melville, or in Ithaca, like little sets, like in the hood, like it's just not right. And I feel like it's very lazy of parents to just be like, here, you can use the phone, or think it's not a big deal, or just like allow their kids to be like matured. Like you're stealing an innocence from your child. I was just gonna say,
let them be a kid, dude. Let them enjoy their childhood. Don't take away from their childhood. You know what I mean? Because there's so much, just like you said, there's so much, and you can't be with your kid 24/7. So they're gonna exposed to things. You know what I mean? Things that they possibly shouldn't be exposed to. I don't know.
And I'm not saying like shelter, super shelter, but teach them the boundaries, teach them like right from wrong, and just to know what's inappropriate.
I mean, if you're willing to monitor it toughly,
I know a lot of parents who do it.
Then go for it.
And I see their kids thriving.
Right.
I see their kids doing better.
Yeah, if you monitor it and you don't let them run freely, then
you know that there's kids that can't read.
Wow.
And when I say can't read, I mean like they understand, they like could see the cat and know that it says the cat. Right. But if it started saying like the cat was hungry and it was orange, they saw that, but they didn't get that the cat was hungry and it was orange. Even though they know what the words say, they don't know what the words mean. They're lacking reading comprehension.
Wow.
And it's at an all-time high. I saw that.
I do believe that because there's a bunch of adults that don't know how to comprehend a lot of things. So,
exactly.
Yeah,
it's true. I saw a lot of teachers talking about it, that kids no longer have reading comprehension, and I think it's from them brain rotting. And learning, like, to say clock it, like, they shouldn't be saying that. What are they clocking?
Right.
Clock into school and learn how to read. The fuck? Just kidding. But not kidding.
Right. Literally.
And obviously some kids do know how to read, but, like, I see the difference in the children
100%,
when I see them.
100%, dude.
Because I see moms of all walks of life that parent differently,
and
I see how their kids are.
Everything's so digital, I feel like, in school. Like, and I don't, obviously, because I'm not a professional, but as far as, like, I wonder if that is so effective to kids negatively, or if it's benefiting them. I mean, I know everyone's trying to keep up with time, so it seems that it makes sense, right? But we were still learning from books and all that. I mean, yeah, we had computers, but now they're on tablets and laptops, and, you know, is that necessary? Is it helping like they wanted to?
So, for example, like, I have my school books that I'm going to start school actually tomorrow.
Nice.
And I have my school books on the computer.
Oh, okay.
Because some books only come as ebooks now.
Right. Okay, digitally. Okay.
But I get other books and reading material in book form as well. However, I think that it's very important that children learn how to write, physically write.
Right. Did you know that they say nobody knows how to write cursive no more?
I write in beautiful
That's
cursive.
Crazy. I don't. I mean, other than my signature.
Like, if I sit down and I want to do calligraphy, like, I do, like, really big, beautiful letters.
Nice. Okay, she said she could tattoo it.
Yeah. I love writing. Like, that's just my scratches, but, like, I can cursive write and print write, and I can do different fonts, and I can, like,
I love that.
I'm a little bit artistic, and I like to, like, add a little razzle dazzle, but
that's crazy. I mean, that when I heard that though about the cursive, I was just like, you know, it makes sense though, because I don't use it as an everyday thing, other than, like I said, my signature. So for me to even say, if someone said, well, write a paragraph right now in cursive, yeah, I could probably do it, but it's not going to take me a little bit.
You know, that is actually
just to kind of get it back into.
It's a good exercise for your brain, though.
That's true.
Because it creates a mind-body connection where you have to think about what you're writing, and you're reading it as you're writing, and it connects your brain in a way that typing does not. Okay. And a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
But there is a mind-body connection when you take a paper and a pen and you write something down.
Okay.
There's there's something powerful that happens when you do that between your mind and your body, that connection. You believe it and you learn it, and it gets absorbed into your brain in a way that typing doesn't do the same thing.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Dang. Look at this little smart baddie right here. Little educated baddie right here.
Big brain baddie.
Big brain baddie, that's right. BBB, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's crazy because now, like, a lot of kids don't even watch TV.
Right.
They watch streams.
I was just going to say, as far as speaking about social media, streaming, it seems to be a really big thing. I personally don't know too much. I'm not a streamer or anything. You know?
Do you watch streamers online? Or is there any content you do? What apps do you use? What are your apps?
Just YouTube. I mean, but not even. But
you only watch YouTube, so you don't go on Instagram. You don't go on TikTok. What do you consume? What's your favorite?
YouTube and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. I was on TikTok before, but I haven't been on it in a while.
I haven't been on. So I used to love Instagram. I was die Instagram, but I just hate Instagram.
Why?
Because it's all these people that I know that never, like, support me or like my stuff, and they're just watching me.
Pretty much.
But on TikTok, when I interact with people, they interact back.
Oh, okay. Nice. I can see that, though. Like I said, yeah, I've been on TikTok before.
They interact back, and I just like the content. I like the format that it comes out in. I didn't used to like TikTok. I was like, ew,
I was kind of doing good a little bit on TikTok. I don't know why I stopped that. I kind of want to do a little
TikTok,
something down there.
I feel like it's easier to grow your platform.
Okay.
Because I feel like Instagram, people are, like, pretending. Like, look at me. And it's just like, girl.
Just for a like. You know what I mean?
Boy,
a like and a comment, you know.
And it's just so thirsty.
It's never genuine, you know.
Like, stop liking my pics.
Thirst trap pics, right?
No, I don't even post stuff like that.
And they still be on.
No, but okay, so for real, sometimes I post thirst trap pics and I'll put click here, like link in bio,
That's
like implying OnlyFans. Hold on, and it'll be a link to my man's live stream on YouTube. And we'll be watching his live stream.
Numbers
and
going
the
up.
numbers doing numbers. And I'll be like, babe, you did numbers. Because they pop up.
Right.
You can't take it back. Exactly. And it's just...
That's a good way of marketing.
And you know what? I've done it multiple times and it's the same people that click it.
Okay, no comment, but I'm gonna be nice.
But you know what? I think that
fuck it, they're clicking it and they're watching.
Shout out to y'all because I think y'all just know the tea. And you guys just want to see what we're up to.
At this point, they caught on and they like what they saw.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's a very smart tactic.
It'll be him like gaming and not me in the bikini.
That's hilarious. That's a good one. That's a
funny, huh?
That is. That's a good. She said, "Click here."
Click here. Link in bio. I do have a link in bio now too. It goes to our YouTube.
That's right. Link in bio. Both of ours. What's up? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But streaming, what are your, as far as streaming though, what are
my streamers? Oh, okay, so let me tell you. So now that I'm into TikTok, I got into. Okay.
Real quick question, sorry, because I just want to know streamers. So if you do YouTube, are you a streamer?
Yes.
Okay, so
if you go live.
Oh, only if you're live.
Streaming means streaming live streaming.
Okay.
So that's what streaming is short for live streaming.
Okay.
So we're not live streaming.
Okay.
But we are YouTubers.
Okay.
Yeah. We're technically YouTubers with our own personal talk show and blog.
Okay. So
period.
Sorry, go for it.
Yeah. But for example, my man, he does a YouTube show, but he also live streams his show where he talks about Supreme drops and just like fashion. He is very into fashion and he's into electronic stuff, so he talks more about that. And he's also into like different like independent political views, so he just kind of like will touch down on some of those ideas and whatever's going on currently, and that's what his niche is.
That's his vibe, right?
Yeah, that's his vibe.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
What aside from him, who would be somebody else maybe you watch?
Okay, so so that was like an example of a YouTube, like how he streams from YouTube, but like you can stream on TikTok. So Wendy Ortiz, she's a twin, with Evelyn Ortiz. They got famous on TikTok, I believe, but they've been on all the platforms, but TikTok is where they blew up, and they blew up live streaming.
What do they do?
They go live.
But what do they do?
Nothing. They go live. They like show, and the people that what I've noticed is the most successful people are the people who show the most of their life. So that's what these girls do. Like she has a little daughter that's about 2 years old, and she's been going live since she was dating her baby daddy. So her fans are like been writing know her whole tea, her whole lore.
Nice.
I didn't start watching her till she went to Japan with DDG.
Oh, nice.
And they did a collab, and we had just gone to Japan, so I started watching them, and I got into Wendy like that. That's how I started becoming a Wendy fan. So shout out to Wendy Woshin.
Nice.
I love her. She's super cute. Okay. She's just a cute girl, and she just jumped into like a male dominated industry.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's dominating.
Nice.
So she is the top watched female streamer, and she is a Mexican American.
Oh, nice. Back to women empowerment.
Yeah,
there you go.
She's a young single mother. She's a co-parenting. I wouldn't consider that single mother, but she's a young mother, and she's doing it.
Nice.
And I think that she did that through being authentic and showing everything.
Okay, see, and
she's honest. So like when she gets her lips done, she like takes you with her, you know, she's showing you everything.
The day in the life of
exactly.
her.
So when her and DDG went live in Japan and were creating content, you got hooked because I had just been there. So I'm like, oh my god, I was there. Oh my god, we did that.
You related to it, you know.
I related to it, and I thought it was cool, and I thought they were cute.
Right.
So I kept following it.
Are they a couple?
No, they just did a collaboration. But like a lot of people ship them, which means like you put them in a relationship in your brain.
Oh, okay. How do they know each other?
From streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he saw that like she was blowing up and she had Woshin because she had gotten into it with like this other little streamer girl.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know too much about her. So
now she's more solo, or?
No, she's always been solo.
Oh, okay.
But her sister's a streamer too.
Oh.
And they're twin sisters.
But they got their own thing going on in a sense?
Yeah.
Or? Oh, okay.
But Wendy's like the big one.
The bigger one. Okay.
And then Evelyn's famous too in her own right, but like Wendy's like...
Okay. I feel you.
Wendy.
She's a little more...
She's like Kimberly of her family.
Okay.
Or Kylie of her family, let's say.
That's a tough one. You said Kim and Kylie. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Evelyn gives like Kendall.
Oh, okay.
Kylie and Kendall.
Okay. That makes sense.
You get me?
I can
like
understand
a little more
that.
natural.
Right.
A little more like some things done, but a little more natural. A little more like in the gym.
And Wendy's more like popping and.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
But they're both like petite girls.
Oh, okay.
So like I got into watching. I don't even know how I got so deep into like my Wendy love, but.
She loves you, Wendy?
Yeah, so right now though, DGG did a... Do you remember Flavor of Love?
Oh my god, Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
With this big old fucking clock?
Yes, DGG did a show like that on stream.
Oh,
so instead of it going to a TV network...
Right.
It goes on stream on a platform, so you can watch it live, and then it gets recorded, and then you can watch it back. Nice. And then people clip it, and then they post the clips on the internet, which is the videos that we see on Instagram and TikTok and Reels and stuff like that. Okay. That's how that content comes out. Because other people clip it while they're watching them live.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
So not only are the main streamers making money, but now the people clipping their shit and posting those videos make money off of clipping off of watching them do it.
That's crazy. What they straight what's the word, like they invented their own stream of
yes
as well.
Exactly. And they don't even have to create the content, they just have to capture the content, put it out.
Somebody else's content,
literally just reposting the content, like repurposing the content. Crazy. But you can
that's
make
like
money.
cuts the job out for them, you know what I mean?
Somebody was saying that like and then sometimes the big streamers will pay other people to clip them so that they can make those clips that people could watch it, and then they get people want to watch the main thing, you know?
It's all clickbait shit,
exactly.
Right? Yeah, for
so sure. They'll pay clippers, and then the clippers make the money from TikTok or whatever platform, and then they're getting paid from the person creating the main content as well.
Dang.
So like sometimes these clipping people, they're saying that they make like 10 grand.
That's crazy.
A month.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But you have to be chronically online and up these people's ass.
Yeah, literally. You got exactly what you say, up their ass. You got every minute, everything, every headline, every blog.
Like people that you would have never thought, like.
So as far as that, you saying DGG having that that show,
so he
doesn't he have a girlfriend though?
Well, he's kind of dating. Like we weren't sure, but like he always says he's not, but it's very clear that he's dating India Love.
Oh, okay.
Who just made a fool out of herself on this show.
Right, because I'm kind of confused if they're dating. Why does he have a love show?
Yeah, like
that's kind of weird, no?
He said that he was just doing it for entertainment purposes, but he didn't tell the contestants that. The contestants thought that they were up there actually, yes, that's competing. Crazy. So this one girl, Little Vicky, he took him to the studio, like all the girls, and she's like, I know how to rap, and he was doing a song with Little Baby, and she got on the song with Little Baby, and her verse was harder than DDG's.
You're lying.
I swear, it was so fire.
Crazy.
And then India Love came on the show, like I saw a little clip, and like she was talking shit about her.
So then,
but not to her face.
Right, of course.
Like in her face, she's like, "Oh my god," and then like not letting her know off camera, like, "Hey, your tongue was white." Like she mentioned that a girl's tongue was white, that the girls were messy and dirty, and that the girls were like out of pocket for like asking to wear somebody's. Oh, because one of the girls asked to wear DDG's chain.
Oh, okay.
But like, if you're a baddie and you've ever had a man who has a chain, like you've told him like, put that chain on me, and guess what? He puts that chain on you. I don't know what like.
Right.
If you know, you know. If you get the chain put on you, get the chain put on you.
Right. So the girls are kind of making, well, like you said, that girl.
They're fighting for love, thinking. Crazy. So me
but
and my
getting
nature.
Something out of it, like you said, with that song with Little Baby.
Well, no, he said he's gonna take her off because then the girl, Little Vicky, watched back. Like they leave the show, they go back home, they hand them their phones back, so they get online.
Right.
And she saw India talking shit about all the girls. So at the reunion, she was like. why did you bring this girl to come bully us? Like, that's not fucking cool. Why did you tell us to our face, India?
Right.
And in the comment section, this is where I see the reading comprehension thing overlap with what I'm saying, because it's like they don't understand that it's fucked up of India to come talk about the new hoes like she's not an old hoe.
Oh, that part. Okay.
India's an old hoe from back in the day, been a hoe, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's an industry girl. She's beautiful. That's her lane.
Exactly.
But like so there was a streamer university.
What?
Yes, there was a streamer university that was for a weekend, and all the streamers went.
Oh,
okay. And this is how India Love interjected herself into the streamer community and started popping off again. And this is why she became super. I'm gonna tell you exactly how she fucked up. She went to streamer university, and when she was there's this other male streamer named Duke Dennis, and he's known for being fine. Like, people think he's so hot. Like, all the girlies think he's really attractive. However, he has like 6 baby mamas. He gives future. It's not, but like, to them, whatever they see him as, like, he's fine. That's it. You know, they're into him. India went with the intentions of bagging her a Duke Dennis, okay? And Duke Dennis curbed her not once but multiple times. And there's a video of her being like, I like what you like, to him. But then, like, later on, when she realized that Duke didn't want her, and she saw that DDG was like being close with Wendy, she's like, I feel like she didn't want DDG until she saw that Wendy could have DDG. And she didn't want him because she wanted him for herself. She wanted him so that Wendy wouldn't have him.
Correct. Right.
And that is what makes India a wash-ass weirdo bitch.
That is weird.
That's what makes her a weirdo.
How do you go after somebody if you don't want them?
But and that's how
now
it
that
comes
they have
off.
somebody, you're gonna go after them? Fuck that.
And as somebody
I've
been studying patterns, right, to like pick up on people's patterns. She's so fake. She moves very fake. And then you're gonna tell me that you're cool with your man having a love show? No bitch is that cool. I'm cool, okay? And I run a tight, like, no, there's no freaking, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's for
ridiculous. Entertainment?
Right.
On my heart?
Right.
No.
Right. And not even that, and all those
on
girls
my integrity?
too who think they're fighting for this.
Fuck them. I'm talking about me as a grown woman. Like, India is a grown woman. India's she's putting herself in a place where she thinks she's above them, right?
Exactly.
She's smarter.
Right.
How are you gonna put yourself in that position if you're smarter?
Right. Exactly. Right.
No one's that cool, babe. That's not cool. It's cool for your man to respect you and not have a love show, and actually instead have a show about how to treat women properly.
Okay, there you go.
And I was talking to somebody earlier, and they're like, yeah, but YNs don't want to see that content. And I'm like, yeah, but there's people who do want to see content like that. But he's not catering to those people. He's catering to like ratchetness. Yeah.
pretty much. You're right though. But you know that's a really good
chaos.
It's a really good idea what you just said. Maybe we shouldn't say it again because that's a good idea. Honestly, about that show.
If he wants to save his and India Love's reputation, they should start focusing on coming out as a couple, because I'm so tired of her coming out as a bully. And don't think I forgot her saying that racist shit from last month. She was calling people tortas back and forth, referring to Wendy, who is a petite girlie. She's like maybe 5 feet tall, maybe like 110 pounds, like slim. She called her a torta. Us in the Hispanic community, we know that a torta doesn't mean a Mexican person.
Right.
It means a fat bitch. That's what it means.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I've never been called a torta because I was Mexican. I've been called a torta because I was fat. When I was fat back in the day. Yeah.
Well, thick.
I was. Who cares?
Right.
I was. It didn't matter. Exactly. But the thing is they didn't use it as a racial slur. India Love started using it as a racial slur, and then I looked up a picture of India Love's mom, and guess what the fuck I found?
That she's Mexican American.
She's a Mexican torta as señora.
That's crazy. What did India...
And I'm not gonna call her a B because that's somebody's mama, in the utmost respect. But like, India, you don't call people tortas that are mothers when your mother is a torta. You don't do that.
That's crazy.
You don't do that.
That's
and you know, and she did. And you know what type of Hispanic these people are? They're the kind that say that they're from Spain, not from Mexico.
Oh shit. España.
Because they're not Mexican. They're from Spain. They're Spanish from Spain.
Spanish, right.
Okay, bitch.
That's a whole nother episode.
Okay, bitch.
That's crazy. Wait, so what did she do before streaming though? Because I don't know too much about her. Other than
she was known she was on, not Twitch, what is the Tumblr? She was a Tumblr baddie. Tumblr, like it was like an app like Instagram from back in the day.
I remember that. I totally forgot about that though. That's crazy.
That's how old. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you don't come on to the news show to like make fun of the girls trying to grab a dude, even if it's for money, for clout, for whatever. Like whatever these young girls or young hoes, as she referred to them. I'm sorry, I didn't mean you guys were hoes. We all hoes. Like I mean it in an enduring way, but you guys aren't hoes. India said you guys were hoes. But like you don't call people that when you're a hoe. Like you need to look in the mirror.
Right. It's a reflection.
Sis, you need to look in the mirror, sis, and you need to just be for real. We remember where you came from. We all saw the picture of you getting finger blasted by the game at the park.
Stop.
We've seen it multiple times.
I didn't know all about that.
Oh really? Well, it's on the internet. It's a quick Google search.
Stop. Okay, she might need to sit down for a little bit.
She needs to sit this one out and evaluate why you talking about other girls asking to wear a chain, she told a girl to brush her, like that she has a white tongue, implying she doesn't have good oral hygiene. Like instead, why don't you be a girl's girl and be like, babe, like you should do XYZ or like something. You don't go on because then you're bashing them.
Right. What's your power trip though? To think that you're better than everybody, but yet you're still trying to climb the ladder. And you've been out.
And you're with a guy that you don't even... Like, you could just tell she's not into him because her body language isn't like he's fine. Like, she don't think he's fine.
It's just because of who he is.
Yeah, it's because of his clout and his money.
Right. And she's still, like I said, she's still trying to climb that ladder. And so she'll use anybody and anything.
Exactly.
You know, she's an opportunist, it sounds like.
Yeah, she is an opportunist.
Okay. Wow. India, though, sit down.
Sit down, sis.
Evaluate yourself for a little bit, girl. Come on.
Girl,
I honestly think, you know,
and you know what? After I said what I said, I'm gonna let your little racist antics slide because we talk out of our ass from time to time. But like, I had to say what I had to say.
But you know what? She could do better, and I believe that. So do better.
So do better, be better. Especially if you're telling these younger people to be better and do better. Lead by example.
Lead by example, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Big lead on example.
Right. Be women empowerment. Don't be a hater, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of giving like Nicki Minaj vibes. Like, stop.
There's no Nicki, but like, Nicki, there's other girls that are good.
Right.
And in New York. It's New York. What do you think? It's the Mecca. She must have never been
supported by women before. No. Other than, obviously, her fans, but before that. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, for a long time, I wasn't supported by women.
That's okay.
I wasn't. It was strangers that supported me.
Right. And
my male friends all supported me. All my guy friends came to me for a haircut.
Right, there you
I
go.
don't have a guy friend that didn't come to me for a haircut.
There you go.
But the friends that were girls, like I could count them in my hand that came to get their hair done.
I believe that, trust me. When I started my small business too on the side, and I told you even with yours, you know, you're gonna notice a lot of strangers are gonna support you before your friends and family do.
Yeah, but that's beautiful because then you realize like you can make friends with these new people.
You know what? Exactly. And so that's a better way of looking at it. Oh, my friends and family don't support me. Okay, well, there's people who do. Focus on them.
I'm like, they're poor. They can't afford it.
You're right, but just like you said, you make connections with people, and that could be even better. So go for it, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
don't sit there sad. Sit there right there promoting your shit.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with like the background either. Like I talk a lot of shit and say a lot of jokes, but like you can support people by just shouting them out,
it doesn't cost anything.
By sharing,
you know what I mean?
By sharing their business with somebody that's looking for some type of business like that. Like it's so easy to show love without spending any money.
And some of that takes seconds with the whole Instagram stuff.
Oh yeah.
So to sit there and say you don't have a second,
you can repost. You can even just like it. You could comment on somebody's stuff.
Right.
And I now just don't even like. I just had my birthday, not to be petty, but to anybody that did not wish me happy birthday, I will never be wishing you a happy birthday. I will never be liking anything of your and it's not because it's on my birthday, but like you don't support.
I'm not mad at that, right?
However, like look at the support that we did get.
Exactly.
Look at and honestly, when we started our first show, because I know that there's like a lot of people that like to watch and not support, I thought nobody was gonna watch, but I was honestly shook that so many of you you guys watched us.
Thank you. We appreciate
and,
y'all.
You know,
Hell
liked
yeah.
our video. It means so much to us.
And we appreciate the comments, of course.
We appreciate the comments,
the feedback, anytime.
anything, any criticism is
Any
welcome.
criticism,
good or bad.
Right.
Say what you gotta say. We respect it.
Yeah, we respect it. We don't take nothing personal.
And if it's beneficial to us, we might apply it.
Exactly. It might be beneficial to us. Exactly. So all it's gonna do is make us better, good or bad. So that's it. All right. Well, I think today that's what we got for you guys.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in with us. I hope that you guys had a great Labor Day weekend.
Oh, and don't forget, again, like we said last episode, if you have any questions or anything you want us to discuss or anything that you even want to grab that we maybe already discussed, you want to get in conversation with us, just let us know.
Yeah, just
we
let
can
us
talk
know.
about your stories, like she said before.
Yeah, we could share your story if you want to share an anonymous story.
Yeah.
We can also give you guys our input if you guys want our input. If not, we could just put your info out there.
Right. Or anything you want us to cover, we got you.
We got you.
Just tap in, DM her, DM me, DM the Instagram, the Rob.
Or
Adri and Rob
comment,
show.
Yeah,
anything.
Anything. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Adri and Rob Show.
Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for being a part of our conversation.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share the show with your friends.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace
out.